Yeah, good day from Jack. Here I am again in Beta World, in my number 2 city, and I finished my Sorcerers and Dragons. There's this big hole here. What are all these little buildings? Well, may you ask? Well, of course, if you look up there, there's the answer. We have a fellowship adventure starting now. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Okay, first of all, let's look at the reoccurring offers. They have gone back to the Fellowship Adventures pattern of January. So in the last one we had 16 adventure items. Now we only have 13. I'll show you. We've got an event note. We're going to look at those. Let's look at the adventure map. Well, it's exactly the same as before. There are very few changes this time around, and the ones that have been made are for the better. Let's look at that icon up there. Let's go and look at the Fellowship reward, shall we? Okay, this is the ranking screen. It hasn't really changed, except there's more goodies. I won't scroll through it, it'll take ages, but there are now buildings all the way down to number 20. There used to only be for the first 3 fellowships, and there are boosters all the way down to number 100. I have those in the event note as well. Now let's look at the stage prize, and this time it is Ancient Knowledge instance for stage 1. I haven't seen stage 2 or 3 yet, but those will also go in the note. So for those of you who don't know what Fellowship Adventures is all about, you use these icons over here on the side to make what are called adventure items. Let's have a look. This is what I have in my inventory. I haven't been very busy today. Note that the 3 at the bottom are the ones from the last adventure, and they are no longer here. That's a glitch. They should be removed, so they're only 13. So you will do the quests on the left-hand side of the page. You will make these adventure items. Then you go to these waypoints here. Here's a waypoint. Let's click on it. And you will see that what we require, somebody has already given 2 Dwarven Brewery badges. Someone's given the Farmer's Delights. And we now need a golden bracelet. Okay, more information about this in the note 2. So you finish all of these waypoints, and then you can do either one path. See, there's the yellow, some call it yellow, some call it orange. There's the yellow path that goes all the way up the left-hand side of the screen, and then you can claim the prize. Here is the blue path that meanders its way down the center of the screen to claim the prize, and the green one which goes up the right-hand side. You can do one path, you can do 2, you can do 3, you can go up one path part of the way, and then you can switch at these switch points. See, that's a switch point, which means there you can go either this way, or you could change path and you could go that way. Okay, so that's the basis of it. You get tournament points from this, and depending on how many tournament points your fellowship gets together, you will get really nice prizes. And at the end of the event, your fellowship ranking will also go up by an amount dependent upon how well you have done. And there you can see we're number 9 at the moment, Platinum Leaf. And what we're standing to get at the moment is 5,000 global ranking points, which the members don't get, the fellowship get it. And then we will get a arbor of spring flowers. Each member will get one of these. It's a little culture building. And we will get some 5-hour boosters, which I suppose are decent enough. If we were fortunate enough to become number 1, then our ranking would go up by 1,500 points. We would get a really nice population and culture hybrid building called Glossy Garden, and we would get 3 14-hour boosters. So you see, what's nice this time around is that we complained that the previous adventures were not fun for the smaller groups because they were getting peanuts out. Well, now we don't know what the stage prizes for 2 and 3 will be, but it certainly looks like just zooting up one, even if you're not going for ranking, your fellowship can just zoot its way up one path, grab the prize, everyone gets the prize. So there you go. Now I want to introduce you quickly to our Elvenar Platinum Leaf Fellowship Adventures note that I've been putting together this afternoon because this event only broke a couple of hours ago. Okay, here it is. I'll give you a link down underneath this YouTube video. I'll give you a link. It tells you where to find this because this has got all the information you can want. I haven't put in the announcement, I normally do, but there is a link here. You can go and see what the developers have to say. It hasn't changed. The announcement is exactly the same as with the very first adventure last year. Here's some helpful information on how to set up bookmarks, for example. Okay, what you will see when the event appears, that's the first thing you see. This little pop-up appears on your screen. The event icon I showed you, if you click on that, it takes you to the map. Now what you can do is you don't have to open. It says here 10 quests. Of course, that's changed. It's now 13. But you can just hover over the quest and it'll open up and it'll tell you what's inside. So it's not quite as nasty as it used to be, but you still have to, if you want one particular quest, you've got to scroll past 12 to get to the 13th one that you want. The developers say they are working on it. They will try to find a more user-friendly way to do this, but at present they haven't got the solution ready to be included in this event. Perhaps next time. The 13 recurring offers, I'm not going to go through them in detail. Most of you know about it because you've done adventures before. They're here, you can come and look. Basically, there are workshop items. Those are your workshop 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, 3 hour, 9 hour and 24 hour runs. If you get a certain number of them, you will get one of these badges. There are 6 of them. Tier 1 goods production, this is a business where you have to have unboosted factories at Tier 1. So you have a marble, steel and a planks factory, and you do a run, and every time you get a run for the 3 hour, you'll get that one, 9 hour, 24 hour and 48 hour. Okay? And then magic items, here we go. Every time you pick up an enchantment, now if there's a tournament on, which there is at the moment, then all these enchantments are there. You can snaffle them, and then you claim a wand or a magic potion or a witch's hat, and you can use all of these items to open waypoints to help your fellowship to move through the map and to win the prize. I'm not going to do this in detail as well, but here you can see notes on the adventure items. I'll update this note. I've only had it going for a couple of hours, but I'm putting in tips here. For example, here we go. On the day of the tournament, it tells you on day 1 you'll get power of provision, on day 2 you get the soul-sealed endowment, and on day 3 power of provision, etc., etc. I'm going to add to this, so just keep watching this space. More will appear here. There's a little description of how waypoints work. We at this moment in time are suggesting that for the first stage that you should do everything. We haven't seen stage 2 and 3 yet, so we can't say, but we'll put some comments there. And you know, the fellowships who are going for top prizes will try to grab as many points as they can. The ones that just want to finish the stage and get the stage prize will just find the easiest path and shoot up that path right to the end. Okay, now here's the little drop menu on the adventure page. You'll see it's got 16 quest items because they've made a mistake. They haven't taken the 3 off that were removed this time round, but by the time it comes to the live worlds, that will have been fixed, I'm sure. Okay, here's a comment. To do the 4 runs that require marble, steel and planks, they fit nicely at the end of roads, so you can put a little plank or marble or steel at the end of the road, so they don't actually take up space. You can always find 2 blocks here and 2 blocks there to build them, and not everybody has to make them. In my city, you will have seen I've got lots of marble, steel and planks, and I've got lots of workshops, all level 1, that I built because I've got a lot of room. I've only just started the new chapter. But other fellowship members will not be able to do it. Doesn't matter. We'll help them this time round. They can make something else. Then next time round, they will have finished a guest race, and then it'll be their turn to help us. Okay, that's the definition of a stage. You can read it in your own time. Again, recommended paths, we will put in the information as we get to know the event a bit better. Watch the space. The 3 prizes, I only have 1 at the moment. There it is. The 3 different kinds of ancient knowledge points. When the stages are over, then you move on to what they call the Bottomless Pit. And we don't know anything about that because we'll have to finish the stages yet, but it should be pretty much the same. There are 3 sets of adventure items that you will use to finish the Bottomless Pit. It cycles endlessly, so you'll do number 1, put in your goodies, finish it, go to number 2, go to number 3. When you finish that, go back to number 1. You get 50 points every time you do it. I haven't done it yet, but I have a spreadsheet, and I'll put in the link. You see it says still under construction here. But we have a spreadsheet where you can plan for stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then for the bottomless pit. So you don't have one player making all of one adventure item and you have nobody making the other one. The spreadsheet, if you wish to use it, everybody can edit the spreadsheet and they can say, I will make this item and I will make that and I will make the other one. I should have the stage 1 part of the spreadsheet ready probably tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, so watch this space. You'll see, if you come to the note, you'll see the link will be here. Fellowship ranking window, we've looked at that already. As I showed you, there are now more people getting buildings, better prizes. Okay, I've just finished this now. I haven't proofread read it, but this tells you which items you need for the different stages. I've done stage 1. I'll do stage 2 and 3 once my fellowship gets there, because we do not data mine. We don't break open the game file and steal the information out of it. All the info you'll find in my note is stuff that we verified through our own play in Beta World. This one we said you can probably do them all because there's not a lot required. When you get to stage 2 and stage 3, then you may decide just to do the yellow path or the blue or the green, and you will make your own decision based on the number of items that your fellowship can easily make for one reason or another. Well, I've said it before, say it again, the file is still under construction, but we're virtually finished. We just need the spreadsheet. I have a whole lot of strategy and gameplay tips that I'll graft over here later, but I wanted to do the video first. If you're impatient and you want to see them, go to that link over there, and you can go and see the same strategy and gameplay hints from the previous event. But they should be in by tomorrow. And then, of course, the most important part is the comments and discussion, and we'll have to just have a really good look at the event. But overall, I think this is very nice. I think the prizes are better, the rewards are better. It echoes the previous event that we had, that the game designers do seem to be making their products a little bit more fun. So well done, well done, well done. Keep up the good work, guys. This is the end of the note now. There you are, 5 help screens. At the beginning, on the very first screen, the one that you click at the top of your city, there's a little yellow question mark, and when you click on it, it will open these 5 screens that give you a nice overview of how the Fellowship Adventure works. So don't forget that little yellow question mark up at the top of the adventure screen. Yeah, very useful. Otherwise you can come to the note and read them there. Right, just a reminder, Elvenar Platinum Leaf is a Elvenar players group. It's public. Anybody can join, you and your friends, your neighbors, anyone you feel like. We have a large number of experienced players, so there are discussions on the go all the time. If you're not sure how to do something, you can ask a question. And we have all of these videos, more than 100 videos, and we have about 250 what we call InfoTips, little nuggets of Elvenar information that you may very well find useful. Not just for advanced players, there's a lot for beginners, there are intermediate tips, all different kinds of stuff is there. You're welcome to use it, and you're welcome to share it with your friends. So why don't you come and join us on Facebook? See you there. Bye.
Golly gee, fellas, every makes in me dig this one. Golly, never go both ways. I thought you ever go both ways. Darling,